China is racing to supplant the U.S. as the world superpower. The country is investing billions of dollars in developing countries through the Belt and Road Initiative. Even today, Microsoft warned of a Chinese hacker group codenamed Volt Typhoon, working to disrupt our communications infrastructure. Biden's State Department apparently has time to worry about things like which font is used or dealing with the aftermath of what they call a pronoun glitch. Not sure where those rank on your list of global threats, but let's ask someone who would know. Former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo joins us now. Secretary, I don't want to dwell on fonts and pronouns. Let's just get that out of the way first. As a former employee, was counseling made available to you? Are you doing okay?
Trey, I am doing just fine, and thanks for getting it right, Mr. Secretary. Thanks for getting my pronouns right tonight. Appreciate that. Look, the real heck of it is that, I'm smiling, you're laughing a little bit. It's really dangerous when the State Department's not focused on the things that really matter, keeping the American people safe, making sure our young soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, Space Force guys don't have to go fight. That's what diplomacy is about, thinking about fonts or thinking about pronouns or dividing by race or talking about things that just don't impact American security. I had a very diverse workforce at the State Department, but I wanted every one of them to share one common characteristic. I wanted them to love America and work every day to defend our freedoms.
China. Is the Biden administration, in your judgment, taking the threat seriously enough?
Trey, it's been a mixed bag. They've done a handful of things on semiconductors, which are pretty good. But, they allowed the balloon to fly over our country for 5 days. They haven't done enough to help the people of Taiwan prepare to defend themselves. There's a whole handful of things that one has to be serious about, and we were for 4 years in the Trump administration determined to do that. And then when you see what they're doing inside the country too, Trey, these Confucius Institutes, these police stations that are operating inside of our country, I don't think the Biden administration is responding effectively. They're using the right words, but they're not taking the actions that will keep you and me and our kids and grandchildren safe for decades to come.
Mr. Secretary, because I talked too slowly when I had our former colleague Ron DeSantis on, I've only got 30 seconds. I'm going to ask you an easy question. Iran, are they closer or further away from a nuclear weapon than they were when you left?
They're closer today, Trey, and it didn't have to be that way. That's the heck of it. Much like our border didn't have to be wide open, the Iranians this didn't have to happen. We had the right end of the stick on this. We knew how to contain them. Took a strike on Qasem Soleimani when he threatened Americans. This administration negotiated with them while they were sending weapons to kill Ukrainian kids. It's the darndest thing, and Americans are less safe because of it, Trey.
Secretary Mike Pompeo served our country in a number of capacities. I owe you several minutes, and I will make it up to you the next time you and I are together.
It's all
Thank
good,
you
my
for
friend.
joining us. Yes, sir.
No worries. Take good care.
You too.